Welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. I'm Eric, and on today's show, we're going to make some peach crisp. But first, we have to show you a side step. Unfortunately, I've yet to find a recipe that you can just have ready-made peaches you just throw in there, short of the canned stuff. Well, you can get frozen, but there's no fun in that. So what I'd like to show you today is how do you peel a peach, right? I mean, I suppose you could take a potato peeler, and some people do that if they're really firm, but for the most part, we're going to show you how to blanch them, how to remove the pit, and then how to cut them into slices, so that way you're ready to use them in something delicious like a cobbler or a crisp. And it's the same process you can also use when you're doing tomatoes. So why don't you join me? So as you can see, we have lots of things in this setup. I'm using a Tramontina induction burner here, so that way we can get the camera right on it so you can see inside the our stock pot where we're doing the boiling. We also have an ice water bath because we want to minimize the cooking on these peaches. We want to shock them with some heat and then shock them with some cold, and then they're going to be perfect. Obviously, I got my plate to hold stuff. And the star attraction that's really not doing anything other than just watching us is Amy's original KitchenAid 5-quart professional mixer, which is just in the back looking pretty, just like Amy's doing behind camera, looking pretty, right? So let's get this going here. The water's boiling. The ice water bath is down to about 37 degrees. You want to give it time, stir it up so the water can get cold. I have plenty of ice, so we're good. I don't need this guy right now. First thing you want to do is you want to score the bottom of these. We're just going to put a little X, and it doesn't have to be all that deep and all that huge. You do an X on each one of these, and then we're just going to go ahead and throw it in here. And that's because it's going to help you peel later. You're only putting these things in there for about a minute. We're going to do about 4 at a time. I'm counting, Amy. If you got a stopwatch, you go ding, ding, ding. Let's go ahead and take out. Put that in there. Yeah, we'll go ahead. So we're taking. Tell them what to do. It's obvious. These are hot. We don't want them to cook. We're putting them in the ice water bath so they stop the cooking. This is also known as parboiling, I suppose. No, not really. It's actually called blanching. Parboiling, I think, is when you intentionally partially cooking things. Here, we're only trying to get the skin to be, I don't know, peel it off. I don't know. It works. We got 4 in there. We have 4 more to go. So you only need to keep your peaches in the ice water bath just long enough for them to cool off. And they feel pretty cold to me. So we're going to go ahead and pull them out. And then this will make room for other ones, right? I mean, the process is pretty quick once you got this thing set up. And it just makes peeling everything so much easier, right? So let's just go ahead. So we have that. Just have a few more seconds to go. All right, let's go ahead and pull these guys out. That. Turn this off. All right, we'll let that rest there for a couple of minutes until they're nice and cool, and then they'll join their buddies here on the side. So before we get a chance to peel these, I just want to say that this method only works on fruit that is a little on the soft side. If it's firm, then chances are you're going to need a knife or a potato peeler or something and just whittle it off or peel it off. This method here works great if you've had a chance to leave it out for a week or so at room temperature so they can, soften up a little bit and be wonderful. Or if you're getting it from a farmer's market and it's naturally ripe, then that's great as well. So the first thing we're going to do here is just got my little paring knife here. We're just going to grab a little spot near the little X that we peeled and peel this off. You can see how wonderful it is. It just peels right off like that. Right there. Go ahead. And of course I can smell this stuff is so sweet. We did, in fact, we bought these almost a week ago and it was firm. And we just left them out at room temperature, right? I actually put a little towel over them and it's smelling wonderful. So I know this stuff is gonna make a great peach crisp because that's, right now it's looking pretty gorgeous. So now what I'm gonna do here is do the cutting part where we get the pit out. And I'm just running this knife here, hopefully it matches up. And then we just peel this out. Oops. There we go. The problem is it's soft and it was almost falling apart on me here. I should be able to just take my thumb and wiggle it out. And here it comes. Just like that. Yay. So now we're going to slice and clean up this stuff here in the middle. I'm going to cut it in half. So now these things are in quarters. Ultimately, we're going to cut them in eighths. But right now, as quarters, I'm just going to go ahead and cut out this red pinkish stuff that's kind of in the middle. I don't know. It's can be a little on the hard side, this stuff, and if you bite into it, it can be kind of nasty. And these peaches are just singing to me, saying, "Eric, eat me." So I'm right down the middle like that. Doink. Cut him down the middle like that. Doink. Yeah, let's go ahead and get another one in. So if you guys are ever having troubles wondering how to peel these things, you just need to select the right method. If they're soft, blanch them like this. If they're firm, break out a knife. Knife is going to wreck them a little bit unless you know what you're doing, like Amy. I don't know. I used a potato peeler one time and mine came out nice. But I don't know if the things were as juicy as they could have been. And I'm not going to bother with him. I'm just going to eat them as is. Soft, melt in your mouth. Sweet with just a little bit of tartness to it. It's outstanding. So give this method a try if you haven't done it before. If you like this video, recipe, not sure what to call it, it's a process. But if you like this show, please subscribe below, give us a thumbs up and a comment, and visit our website at Amy Learns to Cook. And we're also on Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook. You know,